today's world of widespread social networking, you can keep in touch with your family and friends, but what people need to know are the risks of logging into a social networking site. Today we're going to talk to Caitlyn Thompson, somebody who's experienced these risks firsthand. We're also going to talk to Ron Collette, a digital forensic investigator who deals with these cyber crimes. We're also going to talk with Chris Galinsky, who as a teacher is well aware of the cyberbullying and its potential risks in the classroom.
Caitlyn Thompson has personal experience with internet harassment.
I have received threatening emails. I have also received text messages, and I have been cornered in public places and followed down the halls of school. This has been taking place for the last 2.5 years. Initially, I just kind of ignored it. I blocked their MySpace accounts, but she kept finding a friend to email me.
Unfortunately, Caitlyn did not report her problem to the proper authorities.
I really wish that I had, because it probably would have ended a long time ago. I thought that if I just blocked their MySpaces, and if I blocked their Facebook, and if I ignored everything, that it would just hopefully just kind of stop. It's not fun to be harassed day in and day out, all hours of the night. The one piece of advice that I have is, if you're being harassed, report it, because the people that are harassing you don't need to get away with it.
A few months ago, we had a student who was being bullied through some text messages. He was kind of being, name calling, those kind of things. And instead of, really doing it to your face or whatever, like normal school, like you would think normal school children when I grew up, it's all electronically through these text messages. So it really upset him a lot. And he sent out what would have been his final text message to a group of friends. I guess he could only send it out to 10 people. When he sent it out, one of the students forwarded it immediately to me so I could see what was going on, and it was a suicide note basically saying that he had taken pills and he was going to sleep and it was good night. Anytime that you get someone that sends you those kind of notes time after time after time, it really grates on you. And as a teacher, as someone that's in the classroom, and you see these kind of things, it really takes effect and it really hurts you. I mean, as a teacher, because you feel like, what can I do? But what you can do in those situations is act. So if you don't act, to do nothing is really where you're worried, and you're thinking that something really could happen to this student. Whereas when you take action, you know that at least you've done something to try to help them out. So that was really kind of one of my experiences with social networking. I've also had some other experiences too with more bullying through text messaging, and even going a step further with semi-stalking and some of those things with students going on. So it's really been an interesting, and this has all happened with just in the last year. So for me, it's been a different experience on how to handle those kind of situations.
I've recently seen somewhat of an increase. It's still, I think, an underreported crime. I'm currently working on a case where people were in a chat room, and a person from Norman was in the chat room posing as a female when really he was an adult male. Other people in the chat room found out about it, and they kind of outed him. And as a result, for some reason, he went after the person that he had stolen the identity of. Just be careful what information you put out on the internet. It's, where you live, your age, those kind of things. Don't give those things away. Keep those close to your vest. That's it.
No one can argue that MySpace, Facebook, and all these other popular social networking sites have enhanced our lives. But if they aren't used safely, you could be the next victim of a cybercrime.